Hi, my name is Andrew Couperthwait. I'm the Alpine Product Manager with Head Tyrolia, talking to the Ski Gear TV guys today from our Boulder showroom. And when we talk about 2014-15 line, the new line that we're launching, and you talk about what's specifically most important to the line, I would venture to say it's the women's line. And we have done some incredible things with our women's specific skis this year that will really change the benchmark for women's specific skis in the ski industry. And the reason being is we've incorporated a new material called Graphene into the women's line. We've used this material for a year now in our head tennis rackets, and the response and the performance in the rackets has been so overwhelming. We went back to the engineers and said, how can we incorporate this into our ski line? And we're launching it with the women's line. You're probably going to see this technology expand in years to come. But for this season, for 2014-15, it's going to be specific to the women's line. So let's talk about graphene for a moment. Graphene, it's a graphite-based material. It is the lightest and strongest material on the planet. You're going to hear a lot about it in the future in cell phones, in electronic car technology, as well as in materials where we're trying to make things stronger and lighter. The other aspect to graphene is it allows us to change the weight distribution in the skis. So depending on what the ski is intended for, let's say an on-piste ski that's a little bit more intended for groomed terrain, like our Absolute or our PureJoy skis, we're going to use this technology and we're going to actually lighten the ski underfoot and add weight to the tip and tail. It gives the ski a very smooth directional feel. When we get into the wider waisted skis like our Great Joy and our Big Joy, we're going to actually use the graphene in the tip and the tail, lighten the tip and the tail, increase the swing weight, make the skis very buoyant in the powder, and really make them a soft snow specific type of ski. So we actually use the graphene in these skis in the tip and tail. So let's run through the Joy line for 2014. We'll start with the Pure Joy. The Pure Joy is 73 millimeters underfoot, and we use graphene as well as a PU or a foam core. But unlike a lot of other foam core skis out there, we use a 90-degree sidewall with our foam core skis. So that really adds a much higher level of performance that you come to expect from foam core skis, but allows us to keep these skis light and utilize the graphene underfoot to make the ski very particular to on-piste skiing. So this ski is for a lower intermediate to intermediate type skier, very comfortable at any type of speed, something that makes that lower intermediate to intermediate female skier advance to that next level. Then we go to the Absolute Joy. That ski is 79 millimeters underfoot. We're utilizing graphene as well as that foam core sidewall technology, just like we did with the Pure Joy. This is a little bit more of an intermediate to advanced intermediate type ski and allows the skier to explore some terrain off-piste as well. So that 79 millimeter footprint allows you to go on the groomed terrain as well as off of the groomed terrain. From there we go to the Super Joy. And this is really an advanced intermediate to athletic expert ladies ski that likes to spend the majority of her time on the groomed terrain, on the hard snow, maybe in the east or the Midwest, or in the groomed terrain of the west. This is a ski that we change up the core technology. So we use a Koroyd core, which is very, very lightweight, along with our graphene technology, which makes the ski extremely light but extremely performance driven. Can't stress how much performance that even a man will feel on these skis, let alone a lighter weight female. So this is a true athletic expert level ski. 75 millimeters, as I said, underfoot. We then expand to the Total Joy, 85 millimeters underfoot, really a do-everything advanced intermediate to athletic expert ladies ski. We also use Koroyd construction in this ski, as well as the graphene. So both of these skis, we're using that graphene Koroyd construction, allows us to lighten these skis up tremendously. We've lightened the whole line of Joy skis up to 20% lighter than our 13-14 line. So the Total Joy, 85 millimeters underfoot. We're using the system binding as well on this ski, as you see in all the skis that I've talked about thus far. And we even use a lighter plate on the ski called the SLR, the super light rail, which is lightening the entire system of the ski up. Koroyd graphene construction, just a ski that wants to ski everywhere. It'll ski in the back bowls, it'll ski in the groomed terrain and feel at home in just about every condition. When we expand from the Total Joy, we go to the Great Joy. 98 millimeters underfoot. We're utilizing graphene in the ski as well, just like all the other skis in the women's Joy line. But we're using a light wood core construction. So this is a ski that's a little bit more intended for off-piste conditions, that advanced intermediate to expert level skier again. The ski carves extremely well for a 98 millimeter waisted ski, but also floats. We use rocker Air 3.0 technology throughout the line, but we use a little bit more rocker in the Great Joy and regular camber underfoot and through the tail of the ski. Same construction type with the Big Joy at 110 millimeters underfoot. So for the athletic expert woman that wants to go out in the backcountry, really hit the big lines on the mountain in the back bowls. This has a more pronounced rocker in the tip, regular camber underfoot and through the tail. We use Air 3.0 technology all the way through the line, just like we did last year. This ski, we utilize that graphene and that wood core construction within the line. As I mentioned, the graphene really allows us to take the women's performance level to another level while maintaining the lightest skis that we've ever produced in the women's line. As I mentioned, 20% lighter within these skis. We use a lower camber profile, so the ski is a little bit more even throughout the turn, throughout the whole series of skis. And the other thing that graphene has allowed us to do is make the skis extremely thin. That adds to that lightweight, and you can see the profile of the ski is very thin from the tail all the way up to the tip. So just a tremendous amount of technology in the Joy line. Just a funny side note, I tested these skis in Whistler last year. I meant to ski on these skis for 2 to 3 runs and really get a good feel for them. I ended up skiing 3 days as a heavier man on a 163 women's ski. Really shows you how much performance that these skis carry. I urge you to get on them at SIA, check them out at the On Snow demo, and for you consumers out there, make sure you go to your head authorized dealer in 2014 and 15. Check these skis out. You will be amazed at the weight reduction as well as the performance that you get out of the Head Joy series.